meds and supplements and workouts. Oh my, what are we supposed to be doing in the 2-week wait? I get asked this all the time. So today we're talking about 3 things you should do in your 2-week wait and 1 thing you should never do in your 2-week wait. So let's go. Hi ladies, welcome back to Fertility Mom. Today we're talking about the 2-week wait because I get asked about this all the time. But first, if you are interested in getting more daily free fertility advice on how to help you in your fertility journey, then definitely subscribe to my new Instagram and TikTok channels. You can find the links down below in the first pinned comment or in the description box. I'll be posting stuff there every single day to help you on your journey be healthy, happy, joyful, and get that big fat positive. I get asked all the time, hey, what should I be doing in my 2-week wait? What shouldn't I be doing in my 2-week wait? Will this help with implantation or hurt it? So today we're going over 3 things that you should be doing for your 2-week wait and 1 thing that you should absolutely never ever do when you're in your 2-week wait because it can throw you completely off track and it can affect your fertility outcome. Now, I know you are hearing a lot about what to do, what not to do, things that you should eat and shouldn't eat and take and not take. And I know you're hearing a lot about what to do in the 2-week wait, but I want to know, what questions do you have? What are the myths that you're hearing that you want me to bust? Let me know down in the comment box because I'm going to do an entire video all about 2-week wait myth busting. The first thing that is really important to be doing in your 2-week wait is to do fun things. The 2-week wait can be an incredibly stressful period for people. They're panicking about symptoms and trying to symptom spot, and they're also worried that things that they're doing might impact negatively implantation. I had one woman that I was working with who was seeing her family for the first time in like 3 years, and they were going to go surfing, and she was in her 2-week wait, and she was like, I love surfing. I really want to go surfing, but can I go? And I was like, of course you can go. Go surfing. Go have fun with your family that you haven't seen in 3 years. You haven't been surfing in a couple of years and you love to do it. Go have fun. You need to make sure that you are enjoying yourself, that you are not limiting yourself in experiences. And this is a really big thing when it comes to being joyful and happy and a little bit less stressed during this time. You're gonna be a little stressed because it's a 2-week wait and maybe you've been doing this for a long time, but I want you to prioritize having fun in your 2-week wait. Go out on a date, go do something that you enjoy doing that you've been maybe not doing because you've been trying to conceive. Go out to a nice fancy dinner with your spouse or your partner. Go visit some family or some friends that you haven't done in a little while. Go to a movie, start a new show, go for a walk. There's so many different things that you can do to kind of distract yourself during this 2-week wait period because, again, it can make you a little squirrely in the head every single day if you're just staying at home and worried about symptom spotting and Googling things and all that stuff. We don't want to do that. Go have fun. Plan your cycle so that you know, okay, I'm ovulating this day. I know I'm going to have a 2-week wait. That's going to torture me a little bit. Go out and have fun. Plan something that you want to do so that you can enjoy yourself and be happy. The second thing you want to make sure that you're doing in your 2-week wait is continuing some sort of exercise. Now, generally speaking, once you get past like day 3 or 4 after ovulation, you're going to start feeling a little bit more fatigued and tired than you do previous to ovulation. You feel a little bit more energetic before we ovulate, and then once we ovulate, our energy levels start to dip a little bit as we get a couple days past. So it's still really important that we get that blood moving a little bit. It doesn't have to be anything crazy or strenuous. If you are somebody who works out pretty heavily, you can continue to work out as you have been in that 2-week wait period. If you're someone who's doing light exercises, continue to do those things. At minimum, you should be trying to get in a 15 to 30 minute walk every single day to get that blood moving and to make sure we're still getting some exercise in. And the third thing that you need to be doing in your 2-week wait is eating highly nutritious food with a lot of variety. Lots of different colors, lots of different things on your plate. You do not have to completely limit yourself from fun things like desserts or sweets, but for the most part, you want to make sure that you're continuing a healthy, mostly whole foods and unprocessed diet in your 2-week wait. And this brings me to the one thing that you should never ever be doing in your 2-week wait period because it can kind of throw things off track for you and affect your entire fertility journey and even make it longer. So a lot of women will kind of change what they're doing based on where they are in their cycle. They'll be super on point before ovulation, taking all their supplements and doing all the exercise and eating their food is just beautiful. And then once they ovulate, they kind of fall off. They don't really take their supplements. They're not exercising anymore. Their food is completely just different now. They're eating processed foods and fast foods, and they don't really care about what they're eating because I'm in my 2-week weight. It doesn't matter anymore. But if we have many, many cycles of doing that, then we're really only giving our body and therefore our egg quality a couple of weeks on and then off and then on again, off again, on again, off again. It's not really going to make any kind of health or fertility change in your body as a whole over time. And the one thing that is absolutely necessary when we're trying to change our fertility and we're trying to change our egg quality is consistency. Not only do you need to have the right plan for you, but you need to be consistent with that plan over the long haul. Do you need to be perfect on things? Absolutely not. Perfection is never ever going to happen. Don't even try, okay? Don't try and be perfect. It's just never going to happen. We just need to be consistent with things for the most part, all right? So when you get into that 2-week wait period, can you loosen up a little bit and have some things here? Of course, but not go completely nuts and completely change your diet, stopping exercise, not taking your supplements. That's not going to set you up for having a really good start to that pregnancy or having a good start to the next cycle. You've got to remember that the things that help you get pregnant help you to stay pregnant. So whatever we're doing to help you get pregnant is going to be really good for you in that 2-week wait period, in that implantation phase, and into that first trimester of pregnancy as well. So we're not going to be changing a bunch of things in that 2-week wait period or in that first beginning part of pregnancy either. So whatever helps you get pregnant helps you to stay pregnant. And we want to make sure that if we're not pregnant that cycle, that we go into another cycle prepared already, that we've given that next round of eggs coming up behind a good start and not this on again, off again. So my best advice is to continue doing the same things that you've been doing, but do it throughout your entire cycle. Make sure that you can be consistent with certain things. And if certain things that you're doing are just not sustainable for you, then we need to tweak them a little bit to make it so that it's not miserable and that's sustainable for you so you can be consistent. Because consistency is going to be the absolute key in helping you to maintain a pregnancy or making sure that you're set up on that next cycle to make that a better one for you as well. All right, ladies, that's it for me today. I hope you learned something. I hope you're gonna go out and have fun, get a walk, eat some nutritious food, and don't be on a crazy roller coaster with everything that you're doing. Stay consistent because that's going to help you in the long run. Make sure you join me on my Instagram and TikTok channels. I'll see you there and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, ladies.